He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a quiet intensity about him, a mix of restraint, depth, and screen magnetism that naturally drew attention. Burak Deniz didn't rush into the spotlight. He earned his place, shaping a career built on emotional realism and deliberate choices rather than instant stardom. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Burak Deniz was born on February 17, 1991, in Istanbul, Turkey. His path toward acting began far from overnight recognition. He studied art history at Çanakkale Mart University, a background that subtly influenced his understanding of character, emotion, and visual storytelling. Acting entered his life not as a shortcut to fame, but as a craft he approached with patience and seriousness. His television journey started with early roles that allowed him to build experience quietly. However, it was his breakthrough role as Murat Sarsılmaz in Aşk Laftan Anlamaz that pushed him into mainstream recognition. The series became a massive success both in Turkey and internationally, showcasing his ability to balance charm, vulnerability, and emotional nuance within a romantic narrative. Rather than staying confined to lighthearted roles, Burak deliberately expanded his range. He took on darker, more psychologically complex characters in projects like Hazal Kaya, where he portrayed Barış Aktan, a role that demanded emotional restraint and internal conflict. His performance resonated deeply, proving his strength in grounded, socially driven storytelling. His evolution continued with Mirasli, where he embodied a hardened former soldier shaped by trauma and loyalty. The role highlighted his ability to carry intensity without exaggeration. Later projects such as Yerim Kalan Askler and Samarin further demonstrated his willingness to explore unconventional narratives and layered personalities. Burak's approach to acting reflects intention. He avoids repetition, choosing roles that challenge him emotionally rather than relying on formulas that guarantee popularity. This balance between mass appeal and artistic depth has helped him remain relevant as audience expectations continue to evolve. Off-screen, his public image remains controlled and understated. He avoids excessive exposure, allowing his work to speak louder than his private life. His lifestyle reflects simplicity and discipline, with a focus on mental clarity, fitness, and personal space. Fashion-wise, Burak Deniz carries a modern, effortless style. Whether attending international events or appearing casually, he favors clean silhouettes and understated confidence, reinforcing an image that feels authentic rather than curated. While his personal relationships have occasionally attracted public attention, he consistently redirects focus toward his professional journey. Within the industry, he is known as focused, respectful, and deeply invested in understanding the psychological layers of his characters. As of 2026, his estimated net worth reflects steady success through television, streaming projects, and selective brand collaborations. More than financial growth, he has built strong credibility as a dependable lead capable of carrying emotionally demanding stories. What sets Burak Deniz apart is restraint. He doesn't chase visibility. He builds presence. His performances rely on silence, expression, and emotional control, qualities that leave a lasting impact rather than instant spectacle. From romantic leads to intense dramatic roles, Burak Deniz's journey is defined by progression, not repetition. His rise reflects discipline, thoughtful choices, and a clear commitment to longevity. As of 2026, Burak Deniz stands as one of Turkish television's most compelling actors, grounded, evolving, and built to endure. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She didn't step into fame by accident. There was always an intensity in her presence, a sharp intelligence paired with emotional honesty that made audiences feel seen. Hazal Kaya didn't just grow up on screen. She matured with her audience, shaping one of the most influential careers in modern Turkish television. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you love detailed journeys, real career growth, and the stories behind iconic stars, make sure to subscribe and stay with us. Hazal Kaya was born on October 1st, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Raised in an artistic and intellectually open environment, she developed a love for storytelling early on. Long before becoming a household name, she trained seriously, studying theater and refining her craft with a discipline uncommon for her age. Her breakthrough came in 2008 with Ask I'm Memnu, where her portrayal of Nihal Zayagil left a lasting impact. Despite being one of the youngest cast members, Hazal delivered emotional depth that resonated deeply with viewers and critics alike. The role didn't just introduce her to the public, it established her as a serious actress from the very beginning. Rather than being boxed into one image, Hazal made bold choices. In Adini Faraha Koydum, she embodied vulnerability, ambition, and internal conflict, creating one of the most talked-about characters of the decade. The series became a cultural phenomenon and pushed her popularity far beyond Turkey's borders. As her career progressed, Hazal consciously shifted toward layered and unconventional roles. From the psychological complexity of Bizim Haikai to the surreal narrative of Para Paulista, Gace Urisi, she proved her willingness to experiment and evolve. Each project reflected growth, not only in performance, but in perspective. Hazal's strength lies in emotional authenticity. She doesn't perform emotions, she inhabits them. This ability has earned her numerous awards and consistent critical praise, positioning her as one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Off-screen, Hazal Kaya represents balance rather than spectacle. She maintains a thoughtful public image, often speaking about creativity, mental well-being, and individuality. Her lifestyle reflects maturity and intention, valuing privacy while remaining connected with her audience. Her influence extends beyond acting. With a massive global fan base and strong digital presence, Hazal has become a symbol of modern Turkish artistry, intelligent, expressive, and fearless in self-definition. Her net worth and professional stability are the result of long-term consistency, selective projects, and trusted brand collaborations. What truly defines Hazal Kaya is endurance. She has grown with time, embraced change, and refused to stagnate. From a teenage prodigy to a fully realized artist, her journey is one of conscious evolution. As of 2026, Hazal Kaya stands not just as a star, but as a storyteller who continues to shape the emotional language of Turkish television. That's it for today's feature. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more powerful celebrity stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.